Welcome back to another episode of Ethereal's Rest. You join us on another incredible adventure filled with wonder, mystery, and intrigue. We begin where we last left off. The group entered the Far Coast Cave in search of another relic from the gods. They faced living plants and a large Marlboro poisonous plant creature. What awaits the rest tonight is to be seen.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Welcome back, everyone. You are surrounded by the bodies of crustaceous-covered zombies and a giant Marlboro plant. 3 of the zombies, if I remember correctly, have been raised and are now following around Elatar. What are we doing?
So we have another chamber that we need to go into?
Yeah, wait, we're in reverse here. Let me look.
We're here.
Yeah, so over to your left. Oh, yeah, right, because it's reversed. You see another hallway from the circular room. What you couldn't see it before because of the Marlboro plant, but the minute that it died, obviously big opening appeared.
I'm going to walk to the mouth of the opening and peer down it. Do I see anything?
Go ahead and give me a perception.
Do you have your goggles on?
I do have my goggles
Then
on.
you get to roll with advantage.
Oh, I'll take the first one, 17.
Okay, well, with this 17, you see that what was a nice circular room that was actually kind of built up compared to the rest of the cave, this has gone back to that kind of pocked-filled cave wall. You also smell
I'm very thirsty, I'm sorry.
fresh grass coming from the back of the cave. You can't see it except for that 30 feet ahead of you, but you get this great big whiff of fresh grass, and you can hear what sounds like a waterfall or a light waterfall, more like a what's the word I'm looking for here?
Like a lapping pool?
Yeah, like a lapping pool. Like a, oh god, billowing brook? No.
Babbling.
Babbling brook. There we go.
Babbling brook.
Sometimes
Hey,
sometimes it takes a D&D squad to get the words out.
Does anybody else smell that? It smells like a meadow.
No, that was me. I just farted.
Oh, Bar.
Probably has to do with the plant stuff down here.
Well, it might. And I hear I don't know, like water running, kind of.
I would like to send Barnabas into the tunnel a little bit so we can see better.
Okay, yeah. And remind me real quick, does he have a telepathic connection with you? Or you already have that ability, right? So you can just connect.
Send him somewhere?
Well, no, to see through his eyes and everything.
Oh, no, I just meant to see better,
okay.
him as a big light bulb.
Oh, so you want to say to him go 30 feet so you can see another 30 feet? Okay. You send him to that edge where where all of your vision ends, and it lights up, and it's still this in hallway, but it kind of, or this cave, and it curves to the right.
Is it like a drop?
Yes, it starts to drop down,
Again?
curves. You see the curve, and you can see that it's dark, but you can hear the same thing that she is hearing from the entranceway.
Bar, are there any traps?
I don't know. I have to look.
Well, let me ask: are you walking?
Yes.
Are
I'm
you
gonna walk up and check it out.
We're all right here in the mouth.
Okay. So in the mouth,
15.
you don't sense any. You don't feel any traps. You don't see any traps in the entranceway now.
So I'm gonna go ahead and start down the tunnel.
She said that you guys walked to the entranceway, not that you walked down the hallway.
I said I was going to walk
Okay,
Oh.
but you
Go
did,
ahead and I apologize. I would like to walk down the hallway and
Okay.
check for traps.
Okay. Just need to specify so that I understand.
I thought it dropped
20.
off.
Okay. When you get all the way down there, you see that the cave drops off, but you don't see any traps. You don't see any wires, buttons,
It
false
drops
floors.
off?
It like drops down. The elevation starts going downwards. Like there's a little ledge and it starts like angling down. And you can hear that water running even louder now.
I'm gonna follow Bar.
Don't go past here. It goes down.
I'm going to send Barnabas past that so we can try to see how far down it goes.
Okay, so Barnabas starts to go down, and he goes about 30 feet, and then it like his like angle. You start to see that like his light disappears as he goes into like the roof covers him as he.
Oh,
You
I
know
get
what I
to-
mean?
yeah, I get
you
what you're
understand what I'm
saying.
saying?
The angle of the ceiling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like going. He went down.
I'm
And
going
then it
to
kind of-
levitate
Okay.
and like push myself on the floor, like with my tail.
All right. Okay. So
Nice.
you're floating in the air, a good 2 feet off the ground or something.
I think I can go up to 20 feet, but
Ooh.
I'm just going to kind of swim in the air and use my
Yeah, I was gonna
tail.
say right now I don't think there's 20 feet of air to float in. It is
Up to 20 feet.
Yeah.
I just don't want to slip and
So-
fall down.
the cave is as like I said, the roof has like angled down, so it's like this kind of tunnel that's angled and going downwards, and you don't have like that 20 feet. So if 2, 3,
Yeah.
4 feet up in the air, you're fine, but any higher and you're like,
Can I hitch a ride on your leg?
You don't weigh a whole lot, I suppose.
Yay! I better run up. Just,
I mean, you can be my backpack if you want.
oh my god, yes.
Okay. I'm
I'm
going
gonna-
to Yoda him. Like, you're just
Okay.
gonna...
so he wraps around
is
your
fun.
around your arms, and you. All right.
I'm gonna have the one of the rods ready, and I'm gonna go ahead and slide down if I
Okay.
can.
All right, so you slide down this ramp, this kind of natural formed ramp, and down, and at the bottom of it, you see the walls have started to be covered in vines again, like up at that first hallway that you guys had come into, and there's like glowing rocks behind them. Like you
Behind the vines.
behind the vines.
Okay.
That
And
seem
these
to
are all
be
on the walls.
Yeah, that seems to be letting off like natural light down as you can like see into this rest of this hallway that you're going into. In this area.
Right. So is it flat? Is it
Yeah,
ground?
yeah, you're flat.
Okay,
there.
so I'm safe.
Yeah, you slid all of from here like down
Okay.
was a ramp.
Can I check for traps down here?
Oh yeah, go ahead.
19.
So with a 19, you see that up here about 10 feet right here
Yeah.
is another row of those vines that have covered all the doors so far. And you're like, I know what those are.
Can you cast fireball?
Barnabas can do a fire ray at them if we want.
Wait for me. Whee!
She like pulls. She puts her shield down
I
and
did,
like
yes.
slide down.
I put my
On
shield
her
down
shield.
and slid down on it. That was fun.
Okay, so what do we see?
So as you all slide down, you see the same thing that Bar. I'm sorry, that Bar saw. This hallway has suddenly grown a bunch of vines and foliage, and there's these glowing rocks behind them that are letting off
Are they like
unnatural light.
I was going to say, are they like bioluminescent
Yes,
kind of thing?
bioluminescent algae.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and tell Barnabas to go ahead and just fire the
All right,
vines.
yeah. Go ahead.
So I'm
and-
good to roll for attack.
Yeah, go ahead. He can roll with advantage because it's like they're a natural like.
He got the 14.
Oh yeah, that hits.
Okay. $10 damage.
Okay, so as
Are we
he
doubling that?
yes, so it's 20 damage. So it catches fire, and they start to the vines start to burn up, and the entranceway is opened, and that trickle sound that you guys heard that's been getting louder and louder is now almost like a roar, like it's sounds pretty loud.
Water.
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and go up just past where the vines were hanging. And so if the vines were here, I'm gonna go like right here.
Okay, so as you walk into the room, what you see is there is a bunch of tall grass growing, and there is a billowing waterfall over to the left. Yeah, and it's coming down, and then in the center, it's like this waterfall's hitting, and it's going, and then it creates a little island in the center of the room, and there's a giant willow tree in this room, and the walls are like, the ceiling is like 60 feet into the air, like it's pretty tall in this one room, and those artificial lights are coming through and like lighting this entire room up, and the it's a giant willow tree in the center, and there's tall grass, and it smells like super
Nature.
fresh and naturey in here.
Smells good.
It does smell good. Can we get onto the island? Or is there water all the way around?
So yeah, it's like a the waterfall hits, and then there's the creek, and it splits, and then just in the middle is that willow tree, and the willow tree branches are like floating down and
Dripping in
touching
the
and
water.
dripping into the water and kind of flowing.
Can we tell how deep the water is?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
$22.
Oh yeah, it's like 2 feet, 3 feet deep. It's not very deep at all.
Okay, so we're not going to like have piranhas or
No.
zombies
And
or
it's not-
something come up
And
through
each
the
like
water.
this creek, it kind of like separates into that island, but it's not very rushing. Like it seems unnatural how fast the water's falling off the waterfall and then hitting and then kind of becoming this like calm,
Tranquil.
meander.
tranquil, meandering, like a lazy river.
Where does it go to? Where's the outlet?
Well, with your 22 investigation, you examine the water and you look over, and it seems to be going through a small slit in the wall, of like it disappears into like a underground aquifer.
Can I investigate behind the waterfall?
Yeah. Also, with that investigation, you noticed that when you looked over and saw that it was going under, you can see there's like bones wrapped up in all the vines on the walls, and the willow tree itself has like bones and armor and stuff like wrapped up in it.
I think this tree is possibly...
Whomping willow.
Yeah, this is like carnivorous of some sort.
I think you may be correct.
Do we have anything to throw at it?
Just real quick, Bar, what was your investigation for?
8.
8. You do the you walk up and you're like, I'm gonna see what's behind this, and you shove your face into the water, and it's like hitting you really hard, and you're just like, ooh, and you pull back. You don't see, like, you can't see anything.
Can Elatar, can one of your zombies walk closer to the willow tree? Would you mind risking one?
I'm pretty sure we know what's going to happen.
Well,
It might be fun to watch, though.
Okay. If we want to waste a meat shield.
okay,
So-
well then.
Well, we haven't much else to do in here unless you want to go down the river and follow that.
Well, if the vines are alive and connected to something,
I
What
don't
is
want to
that
piss it
something?
off, though. Like, maybe we need to talk to the tree.
That's a good idea.
You should ask Lightbringer. See if Lightbringer can talk to the tree
I
or
will.
something.
I will.
Was
Like-
that nature check?
Yes.
I can talk.
We'll talk.
Do you have commune with
don't
plants?
think
Commune
So-
with plants. I'm gonna.
In that investigation check, did I see any
No.
writing in the room or anything like that?
No, you didn't
Okay.
see any writing.
I'm gonna take Lightbringer and hold him out and say, mentally, Lightbringer, can you speak to the willow tree and tell him that we are friends?
You hear Lightbringer go, it's been like, I don't know, like a century, but I might know a little bit. And you hear like in your head, you hear him just start going,
Okay, so I think if we offer it something, maybe it will treat us more friendly.
Mhm.
So, do we have anything that this big plant would want?
So, just to let you, just to finish the last part, he looks at the Lightbringer, says, "That's the only thing I know. So maybe, I mean, it doesn't seem to have heard me. Maybe you could repeat it."
I could always do a comprehend language ritual and try to send a telepathic message to it.
That would work as well. And I will. Can you help talk me through this?
So it's like Jocelyn taught me that, like, the forest around here has these ints.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, right where back where we're from.
Right.
This is farther than I have ever been. But
Isn't
she
it
was so smart,
exciting?
and she was like just pretty, and she said like, "Girlfriend, this is what you got to do if you ever come across what are they called? Like ants, ints,
Ints.
yeah, ints. That's what
Ints.
it is. And you just speak like, 'Hello, friend,'
Oh.
and that's what that is.
Oh. All right.
It's what she called
Okay.
intism.
And I am going to take my my medallion, my int medallion up and hold it up and say, "Hello, friend Willow."
I don't mean to break that, but didn't you give your medallion to that traveling guy
the trader.
with the chest?
No, she gave one of her dove pendants, her symbol. So she has these golden painted wooden dowel
Okay.
circle things that she gives out to her followers
I apologize.
and tells them to go to Welton
Okay.
to visit the shrine that's being built there, or
That makes
repurposed. And so she handed that to the guy and was like, "If you show Bernadetto that he'll know that we sent you." So she still has the int medallion.
So I've got it held up. Is the tree doing anything?
So as you hold up and did you just say it in common, or did you try to repeat what Lightbringer did?
I tried to repeat what Lightbringer did.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I have 5 loaves of bread in my purse. I'm going to take a loaf out and break it and then donate it to the tree.
Okay. So as you throw the loaf onto the ground, give me a performance check, Xena.
Zena.
Too slow for Zaqira over there. She's like, "Get to it."
Oh, 13 plus 7.
Oh, well, there you go.
20.
So as you it's pretty miraculous that you feel like you nailed it, but all you hear is a bunch of like, because Lightbringer didn't say it out loud, that long drawn out, and as she says it, the willow tree starts to move, and you hear.
Do you have comprehend languages?
I was going to do, but it's a ritual, so it takes me some time.
So you hear like.
I go ahead and then I sit Indian style and start my ritual.
How long does your ritual take?
I never wrote it down, but I think it's about 10 minutes for normal ritual.
Did it do anything to the bread?
No, it's just it was like faced away from you guys, and it's slowly turning as you hear this and it's taking a while because we know treants, they don't move the fastest.
It's like the sloth at the DMV.
Yes. When you're as old as I am, you take your time.
We are here to retrieve an artifact. We have been sent from the oracle.
So this noise, this long, like drawn out, like noise can keep being heard as it's slowly turning around, and just about the time that it takes for you to finish the ritual, it's this large, willow tree, and it's facing you, and it's got like a long mossy beard growing off of its, off of like the top of like where the branches come off, and eyes, like the wood creaks open and you can actually see eyes.
I like your beard.
And you hear so comprehend language. Is it just you understanding it, or can they understand you?
I'm not 100% sure, but
All right, so for the duration, you understand the literal meaning of any spoken language you hear.
Okay, but it doesn't.
You can understand any written language that you see, but you must be touching the surface of the words. It takes about 1 minute to read one page. The spell doesn't decode secret messages, such as an arcane sigil, but
No, it's
Okay, so they can't. He doesn't. Okay, so he starts to speak, and he basically talks about he is the keeper of the cloak, and you have reached this far. You must present yourself as heroes to receive.
we would like to present ourselves as heroes.
We are heroes.
So he immediately sees you holding up the pendant, and
Also, Lightbringer. If you hold up Lightbringer and see we already have an artifact.
Right, and I have Lightbringer, and I have the pendant.
okay. So you he scans the rest of the crowd, and he sees Elatar, and he sees the staff of power hanging out from behind, like off your back. I don't know. Where do you keep the staff of power? Do you just walk with it like a walking stick, or do you like strap it to your back?
well, it's twice my size.
Yeah,
So
it's pretty big.
It's
It doesn't-
essentially like
It doesn't like shrink down to
a
your
toddler swinging
size.
a broom.
Like-
so
Yeah.
Doesn't
No,
shrink down?
it didn't shrink down to his size. It is a big old staff.
It's magical. It should have shrunk to your size.
yeah. So I tuned to it.
Yeah. Oh. If you have officially attuned to it, yes. Once you were attuned to it, it shrinks down. So it looks like the exact same staff, but now it's Elatar sized. So it's still about a foot taller than you are, because staff of power. But yeah, it is now, instead of being 6 feet tall, it's 3.5 feet tall. How tall are
He's
you?
pretty short. He's only
Yeah.
like 2.5.
2.5.
I think,
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
like 3.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
Now, so the staff is like 3.5 feet tall
Yeah.
instead of 6. So, because I forgot that you actually attuned to it. And then he sees you and with the big axe on your back, and he looks at you and he realizes and says, "Heroes, you must be. What brings you to Iona's temple?" Iona's temple. I apologize.
I am Xena of the 12th sky. I am the paladin of the great god Cade. There are evil things that have entered our fair land, and we have been sent on a quest to obtain the artifacts of the old ones and awaken them so that we may defeat the evil that has come.
I see you wield an item of friendship, and as like you're the only one that's like understanding what he's saying, but as like he's talking, every once in a while, like he coughs, and then like you guys start to recognize like words. Like it took him a while to get to like common. It's been a while.
Maybe he's
So-
just like letting spores out, and it's like
Yeah.
everybody's starting
Exactly.
to understand.
Or
him.
sneezing.
You know,
I get
it's
it, I get
probably
it.
been a pretty long time since anyone's been in here, and
He's a little dusty. There's like
Yeah.
moths coming
Yeah,
out of his
exactly.
mouth.
I am a friend to the great Father Ent. This was presented to me as a token of friendship and esteem. I also wield the mighty sword Lightbringer, who once belonged to the great paladin Jocelyn. These are my companions.
I am aware of the paladin Jocelyn, who was an avatar to Cade, much like I was an avatar to my god.
I am now an avatar to Cade. I
So-
have taken Jocelyn's place. These are my companions. Bardrin, a great and mighty warrior. Zaqira, famous throughout the land for her magical abilities. And our very best person, Alatar, who can raise the very dead.
Hi.
So as you're like going through these descriptions, he like leans down, and it takes a minute, but his eyes like open real wide, and he looks at every single person as you're like reading off the descriptions, and he rolled a really bad insight to your, and so he believes every word that he's being told.
I am being true.
He rolled a 3.
Ooh.
So great tree. The reason we are here for getting these artifacts is the dragons have come back, and they're trying to bring back the bad people that the gods had vanquished.
Ah, and he goes, he kind of like tenses and like lets out a "Ugh," because you know they've been trying to fight the dragons and the Valinor for a very long time, and then go and take this as a means to help, and he like opens his chest, and like those bioluminescent like crystals are inside of his chest, and they are illuminating
He's a wardrobe.
they're illuminating a cloak that looks like it's multiple like colored leaves, and it also seems like shimmer whenever it like he moves and it waves, it like shimmers and changes colors and stuff. So
Wow.
and he reaches in and he picks it up, and it kind of like floats in his hand a little bit, and he brings it down and places it in whoever's hand wants to take it.
I'll take it.
Places it in your
I can identify it later.
yeah.
It's pretty.
Great friend, thank you. We will return this after we have
Look
defeated
at all the colors.
I know.
the
this is
evil
like
ones.
The fall.
Is there anything we can do for you while we are here?
end the madness of these dragons and the Valinor for
Once and for all.
once and for all. And
What was his name?
the Ents,
Yeah.
he never gave a name. He just said that he was the avatar of Eiona. Eiona, the goddess. I keep putting a different vowel in there. I'm sorry. Eiona, the goddess of nature and life. I know, nature
Can you
and growth.
assist us with awakening your goddess? Is there a way that you can communicate with her and bring
Nature
her
and growth.
forth?
He says, "Let us pray," and he begins to go into a long-winded prayer of growth and renewal and life and nature, and then he says, "And blessings of Eiona."
Thank
to
you, O
you.
Great One.
And then he like touches you with his like fingers, but they have like like
Willow
branches.
willow whip.
So
So
he's
they're
got,
kind of
like,
like just
really-
snapping you guys in the face.
Like the longest fingernails ever.
I have, of course, dropped down on my knees and bowed my head and done all those Xena kind of things.
And
I'm going to put the cloak on.
okay. So you take the cloak and wrap it around you, and you immediately start to feel. I mean, like that. Like you look down, and the long grass around like your feet and stuff. Like the cloak looks like the long grass.
So,
Oh, you blend.
are you still levitating?
No, I stopped levitating once I got down to the bottom.
Okay, so I'm not on your leg.
You're blending.
She put you up on your on her back.
Oh, that's right. I'm Yoda backpack. Got it.
Yeah, you're the Yoda backpack. Yep.
I nodded for the people that are listening.
So yeah, so you like look down and you can see like, this unnatural like breeze and stuff in here, and the long grass is moving, and you can see like your cloak is moving along with it, and it looks like it's long grass.
I'm going to duck down, so I'm like hidden in the grass to see what it does.
All right, so go ahead and give me a stealth roll with advantage.
Let's see, what do I have for that? I don't think anything for stealth, but... 15.
So everybody else, well, you don't even need to. I'll just look real quick. Everyone but Elatar, she just disappeared. She just ducked down, and you can't even see her anymore.
Oh, that's fucking awesome. Where
Elatar,
did you go?
you're barely
Aren't
able
I
to see her.
Aren't I still on her back?
Oh yeah. That's the reason why you can see her with your passive perception of 15. You just immediately you're like, hey, yeah, I know exactly where you are. But everyone else, it just looks like tall grass just floating and
I stick my tail up.
is flowing. Yeah, purple tail just kind of bursts up out of the grass. And,
So cool.
This
is going to be useful.
Very useful.
A great tree. Can dragons see through this?
he says, I don't believe so. I
Sweet.
wore it in one battle, and the green one didn't see me.
Okay, good to know.
But I was in nature.
So it's not going to work on like cobblestone or against the wall or anything. It's got to be in nature. Okay.
All
Organic
right.
stuff, yeah.
Organic.
That means we
I-
have to lure him out.
I noticed if I walk across the wall, you still see me.
So I can do one with shadows in the wall and use this when I'm not.
Very nice.
Or anybody. We can all use it.
We
It's
will
not just
see
mine.
you in the future. Thank you again. And I'm gonna back
To the
out of the room.
Do you want this loaf of bread that's on the ground? It's really tasty.
He will
Oh
he
my
will
God.
go a treat, and he'll lean down and he'll pick it up and he'll
He gets crumbs in his beard.
yeah, crumbs in his beard, And then his lips kind of like, his wooden lips kind of curl in, and he's like, water would be nice. And he, he like drips his hand down into the water, and he brings it up, and he goes, refreshing. As he kind of like turns around, as he's turning around, and it like a bit again becomes like this just natural looking willow in the middle of this cave with no real light in it.
That was pretty
So,
fucking awesome.
Yeah, as soon as I get kind of a little bit into the entrance way, I'm going to turn around and start headed back down the pathway and try to figure out how I'm going to get up that ramp.
I can possibly try to levitate people,
Okay.
but I don't know if I can do anyone that's
I'm
really
going to give
heavy.
her a rod.
I think you have both of them right now,
I
don't
do.
you?
I
yeah.
do.
You know. So, okay, I'm going to take a rod and, like, reach up as far as I can and scramble up,
Okay.
and then continue to do that and scramble up as I climb this.
So it would take a full movement speed to do that. So go ahead and give me a strength, an athletics check, and then a constitution.
A strength and athletics and a constitution.
No, just the athletics.
And
I'm
a
sorry, and a
constitution.
constitution.
Well, this isn't going to be very good. Oh, well, 8. No, 9.
Oh, is that your strength or your constitution?
That is my athletics.
Okay, so your athletics. You that first one, because you're on the ground, like you're like, yeah, this is gonna work, and then you go to do the second one, and you're like, oh, I've seen Bar do it plenty of times now, and you go to do it, and you just fall and you slide on your butt
all the way,
all
back, down. And my con roll.
You don't even need to roll a con.
Okay.
If that would have been like if you successfully did it a couple of times.
Okay.
Elatar, can I have your rope?
Sure.
Borrow it.
Do we know where the other artifacts are? Like all of them? Should we
Yes.
ask the tree?
We were told.
The if you remember back to the
So the Oracle told us
Oracle.
where all of them were?
Yeah, from her knowledge, the rest of them that are in existence were this one on the far coast, the one in Stone Mountain, Krendor, and Shriekport.
And we know the teleportation in Krendor.
Yes.
So
That's
is-
next.
is there anything that who
Do we actually need to leave the cave for you to teleport us? Oh, wait, we have to go get our horses. Never mind.
Yeah.
goddamn horses?
Yeah, they're outside on the beach. That's right. Oh, snap.
Why?
No, I didn't think they were on the beach. Didn't we? Even
Oh
want
yeah, you
him
threw
to-
you told them to go onto the like grass
So they
on the
won't
outer of the beach, so they won't. Yeah, they won't be sitting in the high tide.
So what's the next closest location to where we are now?
Well, Krendor would be where we should go. Because
What is that the closest location?
The closest location to you, which is about a 4-week ride, would be Relinin, to where you guys are proportionately.
Okay, so I want to ask the tree dude if he can tell us anything about the artifact in Relinon.
You mean in Krendor?
I thought you said the closest one was in Relinon.
Oh, are you talking? I thought you just meant like your closest city you've been to. I apologize. You're talking about artifacts.
Wait, I thought we have been to Relinon.
You have been to Relinin.
Well, I haven't. They have.
Well, you have. You've been to Relinin.
In my travels?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You've been to Relinin because if you hadn't been, you wouldn't have been able to teleport into Pug's office 2 sessions ago. Dun, dun, dun.
No, wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You just never been in the rest. You've
Yeah,
been in his
that's
office.
Why we
but
had to go to
I
the
thought
castle.
he's been in the rest.
He's now been in the
Oh,
rest.
okay. I was
No,
about to
yeah.
say. I'm like, we went and got food. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, that was his first time meeting it, seeing it.
Eating. That was the first time you ever ate food.
I said meeting.
Okay. Well, I guess I can just ask, does the tree dude know if there's a teleportation circle here that we could use?
He says, it's been a while, but give me a moment. And he, like, literally starts to, like, lift his feet. And as they lift up, the roots and stuff start to break out.
Sweet.
And underneath where he's been standing as he, like, moves out of the way is a teleportation circle.
Oh.
Do we have time to go get the horses and bring them in here?
How would we get them through the water in the first part and up the ledge?
Well, are they going to break their legs if they try and traverse it? Just horses swim.
But I mean, how do we get them like through?
There's about a 5 or 6 foot ledge from floating in the water to jump up onto that platform that you guys had to
Damn
do.
horses.
That you guys completely bypassed by just rocking my world last session.
Well, you said it's a 3-day ride to Rillanen?
No, 4 weeks.
It's 4 weeks. You guys are on the far
weeks.
coast.
Is there a reason you
The
don't
far
want
right
to
coast.
cast a spell?
Well, it can only... I'm pretty sure it can only take us, not the horses.
What, your spell?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why you needed the circle
Yeah,
to
so...
take the horses.
Any creature that enters the portal instantly appears within 5 feet of the destination circle.
Any creature?
But you draw a 10-foot diameter. I guess I could just wait a day.
What?
Well, all right, so maybe we take just Buttercup? Because, I mean, you're talking about a 10-foot diameter, right? So 5 feet? That's like, what, 2 short people stand next to each other?
I mean, we could be on the horses if we need room.
That's
Again,
for your spell?
how big is a horse?
Hers is a little tiny pony.
Yeah, hers is a pony.
That's what I was saying. We can take Buttercup.
You
But
should.
the other horses would have to stay behind because they
I-
couldn't fit in the teleportation circle.
A 10-foot circle, yes.
A 10-foot radius circle? That's a
Diameter.
diameter?
So it's 5 feet.
It's not
from me.
radius. Yeah, okay. 5 and
That's
5.
pretty big.
Yeah, that's
If you
actually
put
pretty
if you
big.
put a horse directly in the middle, I think it would fit.
A
And then-
horse.
Yeah, a single horse.
With someone on it.
That's what I'm trying to say.
He's
is
saying a single horse
their
and all of
horses-
you.
2 big horses and 1 small tiny pony.
Yes.
So the
Only
2 big
one-
horses have
only
to stay
room for
behind.
1 horse.
Well, how many times can you cast the spell?
Once a day.
Once a day.
That's what I was saying. Like, I can just come back, I guess, but that sounds like we need some downtime.
Okay. Do you need to take a break?
No, in game.
Yeah,
We
that's
would
what I'm
need
saying. You guys do-
Downtime
okay.
to simulate me
Okay.
having a day of.
Okay.
So if you guys want to go shopping while I'm just kind of hanging out in my.
Maybe the tree can teach you something.
Yeah. Well, we can use the teleportation circle to get back to this chasm. And
God.
then I'm just going to have to wait a day until I can cast a teleportation circle outside again. You see what I'm saying? Like, we can take this teleportation circle
To Krendor or Relanan.
if we can get the pony inside, then the pony comes with us.
I mean, I can
is
technically
the fox, the
possibly get
chicken,
the
and
pony
the-
inside. I could dimension door the pony inside.
I could totally allow that. I mean, it's
Alright.
you would have to fight its
Well, all I'm
It's
saying
like
is,
a-
like, if they want to do downtime stuff, this is the time
Yeah.
to do it.
yeah.
Because
Out in the middle of
working
nowhere.
I'm
Yeah.
working on waiting a day until I can get all the horses back.
Yeah.
Can you dimension door all of the horses?
No.
No, I can only do myself and like one other thing, and it'd probably only be
If you
close
could
to
ride
my
the horse,
size.
then you ride
So
through
it would
right.
have to be your horse.
Yeah.
Because
Buttercup.
mine's a Clydesdale. I'm not going to shove that through the door.
Yeah.
Okay, so what are we talking about? We're talking about trying to get.
I'll be able to get the horses back through
Okay.
teleportation, but it's going to take a day. So this
All
is
right,
the
so-
opportunity. Like, if
So
you're
what
like,
you're saying is, let's leave the horses where they're at.
yeah,
Go to Krendor,
Yeah.
right? Hang out, and then the next day you're going to teleport back here, grab the horses, and teleport back.
there's an artifact in Relanin though too, isn't there?
No,
No.
there's nothing in
That's
Relevant.
just-
Okay,
That's
so just
just us.
Krendor, Stone Mountain, anywhere
And
else?
the last one was Shriekport.
Shreveport. How could I forget Shreveport?
Um,
Okay,
My,
well,
my question is if there is a teleportation circle here, and you think you can get Buttercup through, then those of us, someone could stay with you, and two of us with Buttercup could go ahead and go through that to get to Krendor?
that's why I'm suggesting yes.
Okay, I was a little confused in the back and forth sort of thing.
Well, DM, what do you say? Can Buttercup traverse the cave?
With me doing a dimension door.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So,
Like with me casting slow on it and it
Yeah.
doesn't fall.
yeah,
Right.
exactly. So you guys, you
Use all my
let's
spell slots.
let's just ask, how many spell slots do you have, Zaqira? Do you still have
I have-
both of yours?
Yeah, I haven't used any.
Okay. And then
So-
how about you? Do you have enough spell slots to be able to
Uh,
perform this?
So as far as if I want to cast slow or Wall of no.
Wall of Force. You just.
So it's 500 feet. Could I technically be like literally like right there and teleport through the wall with the dimension door into that room?
You know where it is. So
That's what I mean.
Yeah. If you could, you would have to give me like what would this be? An intelligence check or a
For
nature
what?
check? She wants to teleport from like
History.
over here
Familiar with the place?
to into that room, like through the rock, right?
'Cause
And-
that seems
and-
the easiest, and it's
Yeah.
less than 500 feet.
Yeah. So to avoid the water puddle at all,
Sure.
you know, it makes sense.
It would just be a history check to see
yeah.
how well you remember that area.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me a history check.
Maybe your religion.
And
See
it's
if you-
pretty fresh in your mind, and you
Because
guys
we
are
just
pretty
went.
like goal oriented. So, if anyone can like help her just by
Oh.
saying, "I'll help you,"
I can do that. I
you
will
can roll with
help
advantage.
you. I have.
I just got an 18.
You get
Okay.
with
You're rolling with advantage because she's helping you.
a 1D. Yeah, well, also it gives
We'll
you
go
a
with the
1D4 on attack ability and saving.
Okay.
18.
18? Okay. All right. No. You're like, yeah, no, I can nail this. So, the only other thing is Buttercup willing? That's the question. She's a horse. She doesn't really know. We kind of play her as a derpy little.
She's a very smart horse.
Yeah.
Is there, like, can she do that one word command and be like, follow?
Oh,
I can.
yeah.
I can.
Yes, you can.
So
There you go, Zaqira. Look, everyone's
Yeah.
working
so
everybody else out.
I will use command
Mm-hmm.
and say follow.
Okay. Yeah, she rolled a 5, and I'm sure horses' wisdoms are not that high.
Probably
so,
not.
I'm not even going to look it up. So she definitely is just following you, Zaqira, through a magical portal. And yeah, you pop back into that room with the
The
int.
tree.
Yeah, and the int's like, whoa. Hi there, little fella.
Is it okay if she has some water? There is nothing but salt water outside.
Oh, yeah. He's like, drink up. Eat some grass. It grows pretty quick.
I'm gonna let her drink and eat and pet her and love on her and you know.
Okay.
I would like to maybe collect some of this water, this magical water, into. I have a couple of little vials with me.
Okay.
So I want to scoop some up. I believe that it's holy water.
If
You,
it's not, you can probably make it holy water.
Very likely.
Yep. So you are a cleric. I believe you just have to pray on it, right?
I think so, yeah. And
just-
I can do
You
that.
don't need to dig a do.
And I'm going to, slurp up some water on my own. As I'm drinking this water, do I feel any different? Does it, or is it just really wonderful water?
It is like refreshingly good water. It's like Sea-Force.
Yes,
Better than milk.
better than milk.
We're just giving ads away now.
I know. Hey, Sea-Force, go ahead and
Is that that stupid
it's
water
artisan
from-
water
Oh, yeah,
from
no,
Chuck
we're
Norris.
totally
Don't call it
getting a
stupid.
sponsor.
That's what I was gonna
Don't
say.
say
They
stupid.
said it was supposed to be at the fair, and they didn't
Yeah.
even have
They
any.
didn't even have it at the fair. You know what? It's a roundhouse kick of hydration. And I can say that. I've had it. It's delicious.
It is delicious.
You're a dork.
I know. I'm trying to get that sponsor money, yo. Cheese
Gotta
Its
get those
Duos, bacon and cheddar.
followers
I
first.
hate it, but everyone else loves it. Yeah. Okay. All right. So at that, who's all going into the teleportation circle?
I will, Buttercup and I will go. And
Teleportation. That's the circle underneath the tree, right?
Yeah, the
Yes.
tree is,
I thought we were all going.
no, we,
He needs to be able to transport the other 2 horses, but he has to
So
wait
you're
a
staying
day.
behind.
I will stay behind. I will
Mhm.
go watch the horses and make sure they're okay.
I need a day of rest. I need a long rest.
He
Essentially,
needs
to
it
get all my spell
basically.
slots
He
back.
can only do it one time. You think you only have what, one 5th level spell slot, or do you have 2, or is it even a
no,
5th level
well,
spell
that-
slot?
Yeah, no, that's my 5th level spell.
Mhm.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
So he can only take so many people in the circle. So we're taking as much as we possibly can push through, which is going to be you and Xena and her horse and himself.
So the inner circle that's in Krendor is the same thing. You have to do
We haven't had a long rest since before the Oracle.
right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just asking.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get clarification on the spell. Is it a spell cast that you have to?
Yeah,
to
he has
cast
to
it?
use it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has to use a
He's
spell
going to be
slot.
too tired by the time he gets over there. He won't
I'm
be able to
already
come back.
too
I'm
tired.
sorry
know,
you were
it's-
confused.
Magic.
Magic.
We're just trying to do the best we can
So,
with moving people around.
I
You
thought
go
that if
ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So the teleportation circle just doesn't work on its own. He has to cast the magic.
And he can only do it once a day.
Yeah, and we can't get the big horses in here apparently.
I don't think I can dimension door them.
Well,
Yeah.
no. Even
I'm
if you can't.
confused from last session. Is what I meant.
So as far as the teleportation circle goes, that's in this chasm. We use that instead of me having to use a spell to get the 4 of us and the pony to wherever we want to go. That also has a teleportation circle. So those are free uses.
Yeah.
Like bop, bop,
They're
bop.
like a tunnel, wormhole tunnel.
Yeah,
I have
yeah,
to
exactly.
just so she understands, I have to use the teleportation circle outside the cave because of the 2 horses that can't get into the cave.
That's what I wanted. Thank you for the clarification.
But he can't do it his spell but once a day.
Right.
So
I knew that. I knew that he couldn't cast because
Yeah, that's right, because he
y'all
casted.
have spell slots to deal with. But I was
slots.
confused because the shut it. You had to see a vision of the one in Krendor just to be able to
which I
use
believe
it.
the
Yeah.
Oracle gave him.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah,
He had to
everyone
see
saw it.
So
Yeah.
I was like, why does he have to cast it?
No, I don't.
But I
have to-
get it.
Yeah.
You just said I have to do it outside the.
Yeah,
the cave,
it's
so I
this
get
is
it.
this is a teleportation ring that's just there. He has to draw one outside. Yeah.
So
I just needed to see the whole picture.
Yeah,
but someone has to go back to the horses and watch them if we're
Yeah.
going to be gone for a whole day. So
well, I think you
will,
both can.
Yeah, if you want to come
Yeah.
with me, that's fine.
Yeah, because he just wants to get out there, go to sleep, wake up, and cast this circle.
Duh, that's what I was going to say. I'll take care of the horses.
Okay.
I
And
once
enjoy my pleasure of, telling you stories about my past travels, perhaps.
You're lucky I don't have any spell slots. I would totally hypnotize you for like the whole night.
You're no fun.
I plan once we get to Krendor,
Times
I
married.
plan on finding some place to take a long rest as well.
Okay, so you guys are using the teleportation circle in the cave in the grotto, with the willow int.
And he's
And-
coming back through that circle, right?
No.
Under the tree.
I think
He's not
I was
going
just
at
camping
all.
out with you.
He's just staying with you.
We're
Oh,
gonna-
okay. Well,
He
that's
doesn't
what I was
have
going
to
to say.
transport.
I-
What we're saying is this circle will just work,
Okay.
right? The magic is like you said, it's an.
They're
like
gonna
it's-
be in Krendor while we spend the night.
It's like the
here.
portal in the closet of the rest going
no,
to the
I,
farm.
I get that part. I knew I needed to help
Yeah.
him get out.
Okay.
Because I can levitate him back.
Oh yeah. You guys can easily do that while they're So you guys
Ooh,
transport.
no, wait. Before that, do you want me to use a sending stone, see if Pug will say anything?
Yes,
Okay.
please.
So I'll get out the stone and do the command word and try and reach out to Pug. Does he say anything to us?
Yes. He's. Hello, Elatar.
It's good to speak with you. I have been quite busy lately. I'm not me personally, but we have the cloak of what was it called?
Nature?
It is
It's
Eiona?
God's name.
Cloak of Eiona.
The
Cloak of
The
Eiona.
Cloak of Eiona.
Are you familiar with it?
It's one of the artifacts. You found another one.
Yeah, I think Zaqira is sticking to it nicely. Is there anything that we need to know about Krendor and an artifact?
In my research, I've also reached out to the Oracle, and the Oracle pointed out some of the places. I believe that deep underneath Krendor, at one point, was an ancient city, and it holds one of these artifacts in a long-forgotten temple.
And do you know where the entrance is?
I cannot tell. I do not know. I'm still researching.
Can you ask him about awakening, sending messengers out so that we can awaken the old gods?
Does this thing work like a speakerphone? Like,
So, it's like a sending stone. It works basically like whoever's holding it
Yeah.
can communicate with the person.
so,
So it's a walkie-talkie.
all right, what did you want me to ask him?
I want messengers sent out throughout the land to all of the temples and cathedrals and places of worship for people to start chanting the names of the old gods so that they may awaken to assist us with defeating the dragons and the Valinor.
They need
Oh.
followers for power.
So, just for expediency's sake, I'm going to say to Pug, are you familiar with the names of the old gods?
I am quite aware of the old gods.
Okay, do you know of all of the different temples that have representatives or worshippers of each of the old gods?
Most of them are still standing. They've been converted to show the many-faced god, but you can still see them. In fact, I believe in the cathedral in Von Moor has still iconography of Jocelyn and Cade.
Yeah, we went there, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
You guys seen it.
Okay, so
It's like the Sistine Chapel.
I'm gonna ask Pug, can you send messengers or even do an illusion in each of those temples, maybe inspiring people to pray to their gods,
To the old gods.
to the old gods? Yeah.
Not just the temples, everywhere.
They need as much power as possible.
That seems to be a lot of magic spread out, but I do have.
Well, you can use runners, right?
Yeah. We have a very good group of wizards in the conclave. I can send them out, and I will do that as soon as I can.
Oh, very good.
I am on my way back from the dock, the sky dock, where we train some of the wizards, and from my studies, and I'm heading back to Relinin, and then from there I am hopefully going to be able to assist you in defeating Caldric.
Yes.
How many days do you
Huzzah.
expect your travel to take?
Well, I'm pretty expedient, so I'm probably going to be Rillanon after I'm done with this, Rillanon after this conversation.
Okay. Well, I'll turn to the party and let them know that Poog is back in Rillanon.
Pouget. It's French now.
Pouget.
Pouget.
I kind of quite like that.
Oh God, the French.
They
So
make like the best pastries.
I guess you guys need to meet up with Pug when you get back.
Indeed.
So we're gonna be here getting the horses.
They're going to Krendor.
I know you're
He's
going
going to
meet up.
Rillanon.
In Krendor.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you want to go to Rillanon, Pug's there. You can talk to him. But if you want to wait the day in Krendor,
Yes.
and then we'll just
We will
bring
meet
horses.
you at the inner circle in Krendor
In Krendor.
tomorrow.
We need the next artifact.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there anything that you need supplies wise?
I don't believe so.
Can I have one of those loaves of bread?
Yes.
Oh, and I'm going to give you the stick. I'm going to give you
She used to make a
the
bread bowl.
the rod of holding thing.
Immovable rod.
Immovable rod. I'm going to hand it back to
She's
you.
gonna give me a stick. I'm like, what stick
I'm
is
going to give
this?
you a stick.
They're like,
So you've got one and she's got one back.
It's the rod of holding thing. You just grab things and hold on to
To
it
the
at a distance.
and then I'm gonna take Buttercup and click to her and talk to her and wade into the water and across to the island to go underneath.
So it's 2.5 feet tall. So as you're like wading into it, it does like.
we should probably be on Buttercup when you wade into
Yeah, that's
it.
probably a really good idea considering I'm about 2.5 feet tall.
So
I'm
as you
3.5,
clunk down into the
so,
little creek, the little water flow, you turn back around and you're like, okay, this is better. And you kind of see the willow, like he does like a barrel laugh, and his little flaps of his like kind of open and close, like like a big old belly.
It's probably the most entertainment he's had in like 1,000 years.
Probably.
So
Are you coming, Bar?
I guess. Yeah.
So you guys jump over, and the int kind of says a few words, and the circle starts to glow, and you guys standing in it with Buttercup disappear, and you reappear in an office you've never seen before, except in that one image. You recognize it from that image as Theo's office. But we are about to take a quick break.
Yes.
We will be right back.
was
My name is Cercelin Shatterhelm, but I am also known as Bar or Bardrin. I look like a dwarf with feminine features, with long, curly red-orange hair and a matching full beard. I have green eyes and a crooked smile, and I always have a smudge of dirt on my nose. I wear a green tunic with gold Celtic trim, brown pants, and iron-toed boots wrapped in brown fur. The weapon I carry is a two-handed double-sided battle axe. It was imbued with the essence of my parents, and I named it Last Chance.
Welcome back. As we come back from the break, Bar, Xena, and Buttercup appear in Theo's office, and a man in blue velvet robes with silver stars embroidered along the sleeves jumps and goes, "Oh, jeez!
You'll be okay.
Would, a warning next time would be nice."
No need.
We're here. We have questions for you.
I don't. I'm getting out of here.
Perhaps Theo knows where the entrance is to the temple.
You can ask.
I'm standing right here.
Oh, I forgot.
Bar,
What?
manners.
No.
Oh.
Not for him.
Master Theo, we are looking for the entrance to a lost temple that was once part of the old ones. We were told that it was under the
Underneath.
city.
Yeah.
A lost temple under the city?
Told you.
Pouget
go.
sent us.
He's a complete and
I
utter
don't,
nincompoop. Let's go.
I'm sorry. I maybe you guys contact some of your informants from when you were here previously.
Why do you look so scared?
I just you startled me, and now there's a pony in my room, and I'm trying to do these.
This
I'm
is-
trying to do some work.
This is Buttercup.
I know. I need her to go.
She will go. Hopefully not on your
Don't-
floor.
Please be careful. She's almost bumping into that table, and there's some volatile
All right. We will take Buttercup.
liquids.
We will take Buttercup and go, and then we will come back to ask you more questions.
As I'm walking out the door, I'm going to pick up a book and drop it on the floor.
Okay.
Deuces.
So as you walk up, you grab a book, and he goes, "Please, don't be careful with that." As it falls, it hits the ground and opens up, and you get a quick reading of the top of it, and it says modify memory at the top of it. As you're walking out of the room.
Should we go to the Monster Hunters Guild?
Yes.
All right. I am unsure as the way. Do you remember the way? And I need to find a stable to put Buttercup in safely.
There's a stable next to it.
It's attached to the Monster Hunters
Oh,
Guild.
well, yes.
They ride out all the time.
All the time.
Huzzah.
You are part of the Monster Hunters Guild. This is where you joined the Monster Hunters Guild.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know,
been
but
a
I-
while.
It's been a while.
It's been a
It's
while.
been 6 weeks.
Well, then in old ways, then off I go to the Monster Hunters
In real
Guild.
time, it's been over a year and a half.
It's been 7 weeks, I think. You guys run full tilt a lot and don't take breaks.
With like 7 weeks in our entire lives.
7-8 weeks, yeah.
I feel like it's
no,
been a lot
I
longer than
apologize. It's probably been like 4 or 5 months.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
going to
I
say we've done some
apologize.
traveling and
Yeah.
we've done some.
Yeah. Well, yeah, that's right. Because like you guys went to the ethereal plane and you were there for a couple
it's
of
like,
days.
Isn't it like 3 days or something to the farm? So we've
Yeah.
done some traveling back and forth with
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah, and
So,
out into the swamp and
Is
stuff
there
like that.
is there anyone standing around, a young person perhaps?
Where?
Just out in the streets so we can ask the direction.
No, she remembers.
Oh, okay.
And she lives in, well, her original living place was Krendor, so
Okay.
you know exactly where you're going.
Yeah,
You
let's
do
go.
get a lot of weird, strange looks as you like drag Buttercup, who seems very confused and a little taken aback that she was in one place and then is magically in another place and
twice.
and is now
gonna-
being dragged through thin small hallways and stuff of this castle as you were led out.
I'm gonna pet her and talk in her ear, mumble sweet things in her ear.
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
I know where the entrance is.
Tell her she's a pretty, pretty girl.
Pretty girl. You know where the
I know
entrance
the
is.
entrance. I know exactly where the city
Oh,
is. I
nat
know
20.
where it is.
Plus.
Oh yeah. With a nat 20. Yeah, you
Plus
keep
one.
you
I
keep
wonder if the underground still has spider eggs.
so you keep the horse calm Buttercup all the way to out of the castle, and Bar leads you. The city is busy, super busy. It's midday at this point. You guys are it's about midday where you guys are at.
I pull some bread out of my purse and start chewing on it. You want some?
Sure, and take some bread.
Bar seems to be walking pretty fast, briskly through the city.
Come along.
Doesn't to you. You're looking at her, and what you see is like she is bumping into people, and what you feel is like the waves are parting, right? And you're stealthily walking through the crowds, but it's like people are bumping into you, and they're like looking at you, and you just keep walking proudly through the streets.
Can I swing up on Buttercup's back? And,
Yeah. And you try to like trot behind her, and as you are trotting behind her, people are kind of like up ahead. They're seeing you guys, and now it's actually parting as you're walking proudly through. You make your way over to the Monster Hunters Guild.
I'd like to wave.
You walk in, and Fran is sitting in the main room at her desk, looking over some paperwork.
Oh my God, it's Fran!
She looks up and she goes, "Bar, you son of a bitch! It's been quite a while." Oh yeah, I can see. Right back to it, huh?
I'm gonna take Buttercup on around the side of the building into the stable.
Okay. She goes, I'm glad you're back here. There's been these letters that just started popping up, and it says to Zaqira,
Sorrow.
Zaqira Zaro, Sorrow. I apologize, Zaro. That's so bad. Sorrow. Or to the Ethereal's rest, and hands you a stack of letters.
Oh my God, okay.
And hands them to you. And I got your back pay here.
Nice.
So, and hands you the back pay for you. She looks behind you and goes, "Where's Zara and Rule?"
Rule went away for a while, and Zara, last time I saw her was in a tree. That's about it. Yep.
I'm gonna enter on that note.
Mm-hmm. Oh, well, at least you still have the trainee.
I
She's
beg
no longer
your
a trainee.
pardon.
And well, it's glad to have you back. We should hit up the dog hammer tonight and have a pint.
On me.
Fuck right. And then she's like, "I got to get back to work, but your room is still set up for you."
Excellent.
And lets you go off and do that. What is well, we'll jump over to the far coast. What is Zaqira and Elatar doing as they sit and rest with the horses?
I'm going to create a couple more glyph stones.
Okay.
This time I would like to do... Zaqira, is there any kind of spell that you need?
I like all spells, so I'd honestly take anything. Is there any of my spells that you want? I can always write them down for you.
You've been working on your scribing.
Da.
All right. Well, perhaps a counter spell.
Oh, I have that one. I learned that one recently.
So you're good on magic then.
I think so.
What do you
right
think the other two would want?
For spells?
Yes.
I don't think Bar would care for a spell at all. She would look at the piece of paper and be like, "Do I blow my nose with this?"
No, I have just the thing. You know how we can suck the life out of objects
Duh.
with vampiric touch.
I don't think either of them would like that.
You're no fun.
They're the ones that are no fun. I'm the one that actually uses Vampire Touch. Thank you very much. But I don't know if there's any spells. I know Xena is getting better with spells, but I don't think
Did
Bar...
I ever give you a rune stone for the shield spell?
I don't think so.
Well, here you go. No. I don't have any fizz reps. You're just going to have to hunt one down. All right, so I'm going to work on the glyph of warding to make... Well, they can't comprehend language. I don't know.
Only you and I think could do that. What does this runestone do?
What was it you needed? Oh, counterspell, right? Or no, you already had counterspell.
I have counterspell. I learned it recently.
You were giving her another shield spell.
Yeah.
You gave me a rune. What does it do?
So that will, if someone attacks you, you must speak the magic words, Alatar's great. And you will cast shield upon your person.
Is that the bubble?
No. Shield
Okay.
is just a AC enhancement.
Oh, good.
It's what, like +5?
5, yeah.
Yeah, +5 to your AC.
That would be awesome. I'd have the highest AC in the group.
But it's just for the one round. So I guess I'll just keep making those. I'll make another couple of those glyph stones for the shield spell.
Is it a quick spell, or does it take all of my...
It's instantaneous. So if someone attacks you, you can use that as a reaction. Well, it's
Is
a
it-
glyph stone.
Is it reactionary, or like does it
Can you use a reaction
Yeah,
with
yeah.
a glyph stone?
I don't know.
Because it takes
Glyph
an
of
action
warding,
to
yeah.
use something, like to
Yeah.
say something.
Yeah. Well, it doesn't take an action to say anything. That's
Bonus?
considered a free action. What is it? Glyph of warding?
That is the spell I use to make the spell glyph stone, spell stone.
We can look it up. We can talk about it later.
Yeah, well, if nothing else, I'll cast, I'll call my faithful hound.
I'm going to have Barnabas also float around, and he'll let us know if there's anything that bothers us. The horses will like it better if he's not, like, directly in camp anyways.
Right. All right, so, gonna have some little silver whistle and combine it with some bone fragments and blow into it. And Chewie, come here, boy.
And create your little,
Undead hound. But yeah, I guess he'll just pull guard duty for us for the night, and then in the morning we'll use the teleportation circle spell to go to Krendor.
Okay. So, as you guys are bedding down for the night, you wear the cloak long enough. And did you do a ritual?
Identify?
Ritual identify?
Yeah, I did that on it.
Like I said, it was a +2 to your AC, and you have advantage to stealth rolls to hide.
But only if it's in nature?
Yeah, only if you're basically invisible as long as you're hiding in nature. And the other thing that it does is as you were wearing it and eventually it attunes to you, you feel that you have access to a spell you have never had before, and it gives you a 1 druid cantrip of your choice.
Ooh, I'll be doing some research on that.
What level?
Cantrip.
It's cantrip.
Oh, sorry. I was like, oh, that's a spell. Sweet. No, it's not. It's just cantrip.
They're still spells. They're just, you know them really, really well.
Yeah, but
All right.
cantrips.
So I just need to know.
At
like-
I
this
Eldritch
level?
Blast the shit out of everything, and that's a cantrip.
That's
So
not the
with
same.
your +2, where are you at now for your
I think
AC?
that puts me at 15. I think
15?
I'm
I
at
thought you were
13
above
right now.
that.
No, I'm at 13 because of the new armor that I got from whatever her name was, V's armor.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So that puts me at 13. So now this puts me at 15, which is
Okay.
pretty good for.
Yeah.
That was when you threw up the Hunger of Hadar.
Yeah. And if you use the shield as a reaction, then you
Guess I'll
can
have 20
you'll have
AC.
20, which will be the best. Because Bar's got a 19.
I've got an 18.
Yeah.
Pretty good for a caster.
That is very, very good for a caster.
So if we're going to go to sleep, I'm going to sleep under the cloak so that I literally just blend in with the ground.
Yes, yeah, exactly. So you lay down and you have to do a roll
Okay.
to hide. You have to do a
She's
stealth
sleeping.
check.
She'll slowly levitate.
have like a bad dream and I start
But you
floating
get to
away.
roll.
I'm not a
but you-
vampire,
but you get to roll with advantage as long as you're in nature.
which we are. We're off to
Yeah.
the.
Yeah,
We're
you're
not in the
in the
city.
like grass and in the wooded area.
That was a 14. That was a 3. So, what am I adding to this? 14 plus what?
14 plus whatever your stealth is.
Just a plus 1, so 15.
Yeah. So as you bed down, you guys had your little conversation, and the little ghost mutt comes running up and is circling the camp. And as you're sitting there, she just kind of takes the cloak and just falls to the ground, and just it melts into just grass. You don't see like anything. Like if her head is resting on a pillow against the tree, it looks like
Like just ahead.
like it looks just like you can see the pillows on every side, but it looks like the tree, you know.
Okay. So
It's perfect camouflage.
I'll go, that's pretty impressive.
I think I like this thing. It's pretty. It's pretty awesome.
All right, so we'll dump. Everyone's taking a long rest at this point.
Indeed.
All right, so we will. It's the next day.
I would, when I wake up, I want to take those 2 little bottles of water, and as part of my morning ritual that I do, I want to pray over them,
Okay.
bless them by
Oh, okay.
the goddess.
So yeah. You
God,
you pray
Cade.
to Cade, and you throw a blessing onto each vial, and they are now considered holy water. The most pristine holy of water. C-Force. Roundhouse kick of hydration.
Indeed.
Rolls my eyes.
All right. I'm really trying to get that sponsorship money. What are you talking about? Sponsors.
The more you say that, the more he has to edit out. Just
Oh, no, it's
FYI.
no. He won't edit this out. He's smiling.
Chuck Norris is awesome.
By the way, this podcast is about Dungeons and Dragons, if our audience
Okay.
has forgotten.
All
I have a
right.
question. So Barnabas doesn't rest. Does he get his hit points back anyways?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know. Yeah, he's fine.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure.
We
To
can
make
say
notes.
we can say that if he's just not doing anything, he disappears, whatever he does, and then when you decide to bring him back, he pops back. Because I don't think you're just having. Were you having him hang out too with the
He was
mu-
guarding.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Jeez, Bar, are you drinking that loud?
Okay, so Zaqira, one thing we need to remember is when we take this circle, it's going to take us to some guy's office. We're going to have 2 horses with us.
They must not have liked that first horse. This is going to be amazing.
Yeah, so try to act inconspicuous.
You're asking an almost 6-foot tall purple tiefling who's going to be on a horse to be inconspicuous in this guy's office?
Yes, ma'am. I do believe if you use your cloak, you may not
Well-
show up.
No, because once we're not in nature, I don't think it's not going to work.
You're on a horse, isn't that nature?
Not in this dude's office.
You just blend in with the horse.
Should I take some tall grass and like carry it?
Yes,
to
just
be
hold
like,
a twig.
Yes.
You can't see me.
no, I It's fine. Worst comes to worst, he's probably going to pee himself, and then we just walk the horses out.
So, if I cast invisibility,
On the horses?
yeah.
Can you do that? I guess it don't have to be willing.
Yeah, they have to be willing. Yeah. You pet them. I mean, let's see. It's your horse, right?
Yeah.
And it's Bar's horse, right?
Right.
Because you have a phantom steed that you use. So you're like petting them. Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
Both
for
of
them.
us?
Are you handling one of them, or are you letting Zaqira handle them while you're writing out the circle and everything?
I mean, I can give her assistance. I've got a bit of animal handling, but
That's good, because I don't. I mean, my horse likes me, and I give it some bread.
So, okay, so like you're holding on to him, and why don't you write the circle out, and then you're like, here, I'll take the horses after you've written the
well, I have
circle out.
advantage. Do you want me to just do it?
Yeah.
If
If
you
you
want, I
help
don't
each
have
other, either one,
advantage.
whoever wants to
Well,
roll,
no, I get advantage
Yeah.
on wisdom.
yeah.
I don't.
Whoever
17.
rolls gets an advantage for it. So 17.
Well, let me roll it again just
Yeah.
to be sure. Maybe I'll nat 20. 17.
Okay, yeah. So you're with your 17, you take, you're like, you're doing this weird, like, you're on Bar's horse, and you don't like being like this high. I mean, I guess with your phantom steed, you're just as high, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're up there. Never mind then, and you're like reaching over, and you're like petting the Clydesdale, who's like, and you're helping. You're
Yes,
trying to
because
keep
I
him
like
relaxed.
my horse.
And as the your teleportation circle activates.
Well, just remember I'm casting invisibility on these guys.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Go ahead and you're now standing upon invisible.
We should probably not be riding them, then that would look dumb. Because we have
I
nothing
never-
underneath us.
Yeah.
I just figured you guys wanted to be
Straddle
on
the
them
air.
so that you guys could be in the circle for sure all together. Because it's a Clydesdale, and like he said earlier, he was worried about space.
I think there'll be enough space in a 10-foot radius or diameter.
Just levitate.
That's fine, but that's still gonna look weird.
Does she have to be touching the circle? She can't levitate if she's touching the circle. By
that's a
if
good
she's
question.
on the horse, by transitive properties,
It's fine.
she's
I just
touching the
it's
circle.
not inconspicuous if
500
we arrive on two invisible horses and we're just standing in the air or sitting in the air.
I think it's going to be conspicuous no matter how you arrive.
All right, so I guess we will cast invisibility on the horses to limit how much attention we'll draw, right? And then when we get there, I guess we just ask nicely how to get to, what was it? Where are we going?
The Monster Hunters Guild.
Oh, yeah, the guild.
I mean, I've met Theo before, right?
Yes.
I don't know if I've been to Krendor though.
You've never been to Krendor?
Okay.
You guys met along the way to past Von Moor. You guys were they were heading to Relinin, and that's when they met you and Dax.
But I think Dax was in my body first.
Yeah, yeah. That's who they originally met, but you jumped back
It was
and
a
forth.
campfire.
Yeah. It
I
was
remember
a
my
graphic
feet.
scene.
My feet stuck out of the tent because our tent was too small.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
From what I remember from so long ago.
Yeah. Back when you guys actually used tents, it was hilarious. Because everyone else was so short and they were used to smaller tents. It was hilarious to have that 6-foot tall tiefling in a dwarf's tent. It's hilarious. All right. So, the tendrils. So you're both standing with the horses then. So no one's like floating in the air in any way, shape, or form.
I think we'll fit.
Okay. So you guys stand with the horses. Your black tendril, like, magic wraps up over you and comes smashing down like a wave. And you appear in the office that you remember from the vision of the oracle. There's nobody in this room, but the horses immediately like start to move and bang into things as they like the big ass horses in this office, and so you
invisible horses.
Yeah, the invisible horses. You immediately start to see like vials falling and
God.
like smoke and cinder, and
Good table is like moved out of the way, like they just the table over, and like books are falling everywhere.
Okay, so
Can we hear the horses? Can you hear people when they're invisible?
yes, you can hear them.
So they're probably like
They're clonking. You can hear the clonking. You can hear the neighing. They're because that is not a fun feeling. And yes, they've had it once before, but this is still new, very new to them. And now they're in a tight space.
okay, I'm just gonna yell. There's poltergeist about! Run! I'm gonna try and like grab her and be like, "Come on, let's go."
I'm hoping we still have the reins of our horses because we can't see them.
So
We'll just try to lead them out.
Yeah, you guys had good, grab, and so you feel the tug of the reins as you're like grabbing them, and you go out in the hallway and you realize, oh crap, this is a medieval castle like hallway. This is tight space, and the Clydesdale is like you like go through the door and you feel like a tug, like a quick
Thunk.
thunk, right? And you're like, oh crap, the Clydesdale is stuck in the doorway.
I'm fine with mine not being invisible.
Okay,
So there is a non-invisible Clydesdale stuck in a doorway.
and I have to roll the wand of wonder if I want to try and reduce
Try to
it.
reduce it.
That's a pretty hard odd on there.
Okay, bye.
One out of
I'm
that.
just gonna start walking away. Zaqira, you coming?
As he's singing, look at my horse is amazing.
Sorry, I was reading up on the Staff of Power, like what it actually does. You get like a bunch of spell slots from this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a
The
certain
staff
amount of
is
charges.
awesome.
Yeah.
The wand I'm not so excited about anymore. It has the potential to be awesome.
Okay, so I'm going to back the horse,
Yeah.
back the horse back into the room, and then can I dimension door this out?
Heck yeah, you can.
Okay,
But
so
you
is there any windows?
yes.
So I'm going to look out the window and try to find a safe spot to basically shove this horse through the door.
So give me a you're looking out a window, so give me an investigation check with advantage because you're looking directly out a window.
Was I able to fit the zombies on the circle? No, because they died. No.
No.
It had been a long rest, so they had to have expired.
Yeah,
by now.
they've expired.
They're
So
just
while you were
bones.
sleeping, they just they
Poof.
turned back into like crustaceous looking bones on the ground.
Yeah.
You said investigation?
Yeah.
I got a 22.
Oh yeah. You definitely.
Nice.
You're like you see a ground and you're like, that's the spot right there.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and open the door, the dimension door, and
Okay.
take my horse. I can only take one, so I'm going to take the bigger
He
horse
is yeah.
with me.
He's taken the Arabian like through the hallways, and the Arabian's a little bit
Clunky.
skinnier. You know, they're
There's
a
the
little
ones with
yeah.
smaller, like normal
Yeah,
hooves.
yeah.
Mine's the one with the big hunking hooves. So yeah, and the
So
big butt.
yeah, and you
apparently.
you work your way down, and you get stopped about right near the main entrance
Yeah.
of the castle by a couple of the guards, and they're like, why is there a horse in here, sir? What is your purpose here in Krendor? Why are you in the castle? Who are you?
I'm just gonna look at the horse, and we're like, "Good boy." So this is the royal entertaining horse. We have to bring it around to show everyone how amazing the kingdom is.
Go ahead and roll me a what is that word? Persuasion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a 13. Oh, wait, no, I have advantage. Sorry. 19.
Okay. Yeah, with that 19, you definitely they're like, "Oh, yeah, I think the prince said something about there's a new royalty horse who comes through the castle every once in a while. He's an odd the prince has been at odds lately. He's but yeah, he's very regal. Yeah, so I guess be on your way then."
Okay. Just gonna. What was the horse's name? Is it your horse?
Yeah, it's
you have
Bar's
a name?
horse.
All right.
She calls it horse.
How creative.
Come along, horse. Yeah, I'll make my way out and then start looking around for Zaqira.
So as you make your way out of into the main yard and then past the gates, you see down like on the ground right outside like the wall, poof, Clydesdale and Zaqira just appear.
Zaqira, are you ready to go?
Yes, I want to get the hell out of here.
All right, so we'll make our way over to the guild.
Is that the name
tie
of your
off.
horse?
No.
Tie off the horses at the
I
hitching
think that's the
post
name
and
of
go
his
inside.
hellhound. No.
All right.
Chewie is my hound.
I was
No,
talking
no,
about
your
Clydesdale.
horse. What's the name of your horse?
No, my fam steed.
Yeah.
Don't think I named it yet.
See, he didn't name his either. I
So-
haven't named mine. I've had
It's
her
I
not-
for
thought
quite
it
a
was
while.
Clydesdale. That's why I was asking.
It's
So-
not asshat, that's for sure.
We
Clyde.
I
we
thought about that, but it's a girl.
we kind of rewind a little bit, jump back to the morning. You guys wake up feeling well rested and ready for the day. What are you guys doing?
Going to go downstairs and speak. Well, after my morning rituals, I'm going to go downstairs and speak to Fern about possibly finding the entrance to this.
Fran?
Fran.
It's Fran Felona.
Fran Bellona, as in Bellinus. Anyway, and I'm going to go down and speak to her about possibly trying to find the entrance to this lost temple.
I'm going to go downstairs and see if Jonas is there.
So as you come downstairs, Fran is there, and she looks at you and goes, "Ancient temple. Back before you guys left, you guys had fought those giant spiders, right?
Yes.
And I think Rule or Zara, she was talking really fast when you guys got back and talked about some sort of giant statue or something underneath underneath. I don't think you were there with them just yet, but yeah, she talked real fast. Oh, God, I miss Zara. She was annoying, but damn.
She wasn't.
It-
Yes, she was.
good morning to you, Bar.
Hi.
And then says, yeah, it's giant, about some sort of giant statue and a bunch of eggs, right? We had to look into those and
Yep. I could have told you where it was.
Well, that's right. You did mention that you knew where it was. Can you find
could-
that entrance again?
Mm-hmm.
you could always
Right.
find a meal. You could always find a meal, and he might be able to help you guys too. And so, Bart, you look as you're like down there talking to Fran. You do scan, and sitting over on like one of the couches is Jonas.
Is he facing me or is his back?
He's like back from you, but he does say he's like looking at like a training book, and every once in a while, like his eyes like scan over the book and like look at you, and then go back down. So
I'm gonna run up to him and hug him, tackle him.
So before you could even like get over to him, he jumps up out of the chair and runs like and meets your hug and hugs you. He still has that wicked scar across his face, like the
Have
three.
you turned into a werewolf?
So we lock me up. I'm pretty sure I have. I mean, I don't really remember much when I wake up in the mornings, but you know, Fran's done a really good
you're
job.
being safe.
Yeah, Fran's done a really good job about like locking me up and making sure that I don't do anything on the full moon. So
Good.
Where are we?
I don't think we're walking to the guild, but
So
we
you
don't
guys-
really
yeah.
know where it is.
you guys woke
so
up and you're walking, you're finding. You guys can roll an investigation check because neither one of you have been in Krendor before. So either one of you want to roll an investigation check just to be like, where's the Monster Hunters Guild?
I have
28.
things to do.
yeah, no, I had like a 18 or 19.
All right, a 28. Yeah. So every time that you've walked up to someone, they go, "Oh yeah, Guild Way." It's just down this street here. And as you're walking, you pass by a town, like looks like a town square, but there seems to be different cathedrals, temples, all along the outside of the square as you're walking like around it, and you hear like the tinkle of like the trinket of a cup like with coins in it, and you see a little halfling man walking, and he's got an eye patch, and he walks by you and he goes, change for a leper.
Oh, you're an interesting fellow, aren't you? I'm going to ask him what his name is.
Some people call me Skipper, and some people call me Zipper, and some people call me Emil.
A meal, huh?
A meal like we're going to eat you?
Emil
Not now, Zaqira.
Gorblatz.
That doesn't sound like a very tasty meal.
Emil Gorblatz is not a good meal. You seem like you could eat me quite easily. But yeah, to change.
All right, yeah, I'll...
And he like he's shaking as he lifts it up and shakes it in your, and you can hear the coins clatter in it.
I'm going to drop in 37 silver and 8 gold.
Oh my God, you're my new best friend. Who are you, Master?
My name is Zaqira.
Master Zaqira. Oh, I've got some information for you.
Oh?
Yeah. It says here that Theo, you guys know who Theo is, right?
Duh.
Yeah, that shifty little wizard up in that castle, all high and mighty. Well, it says here that he has hired a mystery woman just like you, and she's known for digging in the dirt, and she's under the ground right now, digging in the dirt.
Where? Under the ground.
A couple of months back, I don't know how far back. Give me a moment, and he kind of hobbles over on the wall, and he like puts his hand on the wall, and then he turns back to you, and then he kind of like holds out the cup and shakes it.
That was a pretty good amount of money I gave you, so...
And then he like looks back at you and goes, "Oh, yeah, Master Zaqira, you got it." And then turns and says, what was the question again? I got so into character, I totally forgot.
Find this woman who's digging.
Something about the woman digging.
Yeah, so a few months back, there was these crazy big spiders, and they poisoned the air, and it's over in the poor district.
What I love is he's closing his eye to simulate the blind character. I'm like, is that helping?
Not at all, but it's fun.
Getting you into character.
So, and then he goes, "But you didn't hear it from me. But if you need any other hearing." Click, 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 as he shakes the cup, and then he kind of saunters off with a little wobble.
Did you get that?
Sort of.
Where is this chick?
Something about spiders. But we don't know much about this place, but Bar and Zeno know more, so...
Yeah, we should probably just go. Fine. All right, Emil, You've been most helpful, thank you.
At your service. Remember, you need information? A meal's got it. As he runs off. And you notice as he runs off, he no longer shakes or has that wobble. He just kind of almost like skips off in a quick little
So it's
movement.
like it's like
Leprechaun or
Yoda
something.
when he's pretending to be all decrepit, and then he turns into a fiery ball of lightsaber.
Yeah.
So it's like that.
We are definitely a pop culture generation.
Yes, we are. Yeah. Yes, we are. All right, so you guys make your way to the Monster Hunters Guild, and you walk in, and immediately you see this like 6.5 foot tall elven woman who like zones on you immediately and is like, "Monster Hunters from where?"
Rillanon.
Relanin, huh?
Rillanon, sorry.
Well, glad to have you here. Name's Fran, chapter head. And
Elta.
Reaches out to shake your hands. What brings you here? A bounty or something? I haven't heard of a bounty in Krendor lately.
We're in search of some associates of ours. Maybe you've...
They're with us. They're with us.
So you look over.
Sure.
You look over as like Bar is in deep hugging this like man,
Oh, I figured you'd be sitting in his lap at this point.
and
And he's
Ellen,
playing
Little
with your
dwarf
beard.
grind.
Elatar, you don't recognize him. Zaqira, you immediately recognize him because the last time you saw him, he was getting like stabbed in the back by
You
Xena.
behave. You behave.
All right.
We don't have
And,
the oracle here to
They
fix
are
it this
they
time.
are in a deep, passionate like
We
kind
have
of moment.
Elatar.
They're staring deeply into
Elatar's
each
not
other's
going to be
eyes.
able to fix it like the oracle did.
And then Bar immediately like you're here, or do whatever you need to do.
Yeah. We're here.
Oh, before we walked
They're with
in,
us.
we brought our horses to the stable
Okay, yeah.
because you know
We can retcon that.
She's definitely the responsible one.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
all this trouble to bring these horses, and then
I
we're
know,
like,
right?
they poof disappear. No, they're in the
You just
stable
left
now.
him outside.
This is literally like my character's thing is not giving a fuck.
Well, that's because your shit just turned to poof.
Yeah.
So you don't care.
His shit just turns to poop. That's right.
Poof.
Yes.
I said poof.
Everybody poops, Zaqira.
Yeah, and so there now you are all united back at the Monster Hunters Guild of Krendor.
Fine seeing you here.
I push Jonas down into the couch and I say, I love you, but I gotta go.
Okay. And he goes, oh, okay. You gonna be in town for a while?
No.
Oh, god damn it. It's been like months. We've got that day. We got the dinner.
Ask him to join us.
You should come with us.
He checks like he like reaches into his pocket and scrolls, and he's like, I've got a couple of weeks. Yeah, I could join you. Got to make sure that it's not close to the full moon.
So he says that whole full
Hands
moon
to
thing.
yourself.
Okay, so I'll just ask, like, why? What happens at the full moon?
I probably have a piece of silver in here. I can like
I,
keep 'em contained.
I get big, mean, and angry.
So
I'm Jonas, by the way.
Elotar, pleasure to meet you.
Ah, yes, this is Zaqira.
I remember her. It was a short meeting cave thing. I got to hug.
How would you remember that?
She only erased the moment of the stabbing.
Oh, okay. I thought she erased it so that it was like he was never there at all.
No, just the breakup and the stabbing. That was
Okay.
the only modified.
Really,
So
the-
he remembers walking through a portal, going, "Oh my God, Bar," hugging her, and then like going bye as he turned back around and walked back out of the portal.
Hello, Jonas. It's nice to see you again. It's good to see you're still all in one piece.
Yeah. kind of becoming a specialty here.
It's okay. Bar still loves you.
Yeah. Whenever Fran needs anything done, like hunting a werewolf or something, she calls on me immediately. But other than that, I kind of just hang out in the guild and.
No. You must come with us.
Oh,
have
you know,
so
like I
much
said,
fun.
I'm down. I just got to check with Fran, and you can, as he's like, check with Fran. You just hear Fran go, "It's okay. Get the fuck out of here."
Okay,
Is
so
she
I'm gonna
like
look
a
at Bar.
smoker's voice? She's just
Yeah,
like, it's
she
okay.
is. She is a crabby older woman elf. I mean, still absolutely gorgeous.
Marge's sisters.
But they're not pretty.
Yeah.
But she's absolutely gorgeous, but she is just down. She is done with your shit. She is Murtaugh from Lethal Weapon for sure. You know.
Murtaugh.
Yeah. Or the other one. Whatever the other one is.
So I'm gonna wait where we are. Like, hey, I want a word. Pull her to the side.
Yeah.
All right.
What's up?
What's the deal with your friend there?
He's a werewolf.
All right, I'm gonna just
been-
be a little stunned for a moment. Werewolf, you say? That's not exactly something you befriend, is it?
He wasn't always like that.
All right. Well,
He's bitten, right?
Yeah, he went out
Yeah.
on a
Does
a
he's bitten.
run to kill what he thought was a regular pack of wolves, and it turned out to be a werewolf.
does he know it's curable?
I don't think he does.
Can you cure it?
Remove curse.
Oh. That is pretty handy.
I would suppose that would be better than my solution.
Just a bit, yeah. It's like euthanizing.
For everyone who is of course not watching because we don't have cameras, Xena has been sitting here with her arms crossed this entire time, just really pouting about the fact that she can't kill a werewolf.
And for those, since that's not one of our recorded sessions, Xena's already stabbed him in the back once, thinking that she needed to die.
Well, werewolves, you know. I ask.
Werewolves are people too.
No, they're.
So, anyways, I'm gonna tell her that there is a possibility that this curse can be removed. Do you know of any gypsies?
I don't.
I bet we can find some.
I'm sure we can come up with something.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll find something. Oh, we can go to a meal and find out if there's anyone around.
Ah, yes, we met the chairman
Isn't he great?
outside.
Fucking hate that guy.
I was wondering what was so fishy about him.
Oh yeah, he's got like so many sides to him. You can never tell which one's which.
Yeah, like we saw him. We met him outside, and he was all hobbly and begging for money,
He's
and then he
not.
like ran away like a normal person.
Lies. Oh, lies.
Chris, do we need to call them Vistani and stay true to like the Ravenloft lore?
I was about to say we might know one named Gina. Isn't she a bit of a gypsy?
Gina? Yeah. You do know of someone that's a little bit of like a hippie magic user?
The magic shop back
The
in
magic shop back in Relanin. She grows magic beans.
Well, I assume Jonas is joining us.
Yes.
Well, is he prepared?
Yeah. Jonas, go get prepared. Pack your bags and whatnot, and we will meet you outside.
Okay, yeah.
I know where the entrance to the temple is.
Something about eggs and spiders or something?
Ah, yes. Those things.
Yes, Amito was telling us.
Don't touch the, if there's any left on the walls, don't touch the egg sacs. They spit out a poison gas.
He said something about the air being poisoned
Yeah.
a while back.
But I don't think there's any more spiders. We got rid of those.
I mean, they might have come back if there were egg sacs left behind. So there might be spiders down there again.
What was the old lady's name?
What old lady?
Fran. So if I walk up to Fran, I know my stature doesn't really reach very high. Good day, young lady. Do you happen to have any magic shops in the area?
Young lady. I like you. No, we don't really have any magic shops in here in Krendor. We get most of our equipment, magical items, things like that sent from Relinin, the bigger guild.
You could always use the circle.
We do have some things. What are you looking for?
Perhaps a anti-poison potion.
Or two.
Well, since we had that issue 5 months back, 6 months back, with those spiders, we have loaded up. He's on an adventure. So yeah. Let me go grab some for you. I'll see what I've got in stock, and then I can order more, but it's going to be a couple of days before we can get a shipment in from Relinin.
Well, if I can just procure 4 potions from you, that would be fantastic. Oh, pardon me, 5.
Okay, let me go see what I can do. And then she turns and goes back and...
Don't. If you could go through the circle, you could probably just go get them from Rillanon and not have to wait.
No, he's got them in stock.
I know, but if he didn't have enough.
Okay, we'll take what he's got.
She?
She.
So she brings back this container, like it looks like a milk cart, like old-fashioned like milk carton, with different vials in it, and plops it down, and there are 5 in there.
Perfect.
She's like, "Here you go," and hands it, and it's got room for like 3 more vials, and they have like empty vials in it. And she's like, "In case you guys need like find anything that you can put in it, we've got some pretty good apothecary like places."
So if we find venom of some sort, we could bring
Yeah.
it back and you can refine.
Are you looking to weaponize your weapon?
No, but I mean, they need poison to make the cure poison.
That's true. How much do I owe you, ma'am?
She points at the shoulder on your the patch on your shoulder and goes, "You're a member of the guild. It's on the house.
Haha, wonderful, thank you.
It's all part of the deal."
All right, so I'll walk over to the group. All right, each of you take one of these. Ba, here's a special stone. When in danger, speak Eltar's great, and it will enhance the protection around you. Also, Zena, you
Eltar.
take one as well.
Thank
and
you.
Mr. Jonas, would you like one? It will come in handy if we get into trouble.
Oh, I wouldn't mind one at all. Thank you.
And I'm supposed to say Elatar is gross?
Yes, that's exactly what. No.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear.
So if she says it right now, does the runestone go off? Like, does
That
she
is a
need to
good
not
question.
say it?
That is exactly what would happen.
So don't say it even in, like, question.
Okay.
Yeah, so, don't say this right now, only when you need it. Is that clear?
Yeah, I almost said it earlier, but then I stopped myself after Elatar.
I just imagine if they had, like, a spell poof around and he says, say this, and then, like, all, like, 15 of them go off in his bag or something.
Right.
Well, if I say it, yeah.
Yes. That's what I'm saying, because you're
Oh,
telling
God.
us...
That
Yeah,
was
you're
terrible.
holding all of it. You just waste
Well,
all
no.
of your glyph of warding. It's just like that.
That's
Oh,
really
jeez.
pretty.
That would suck.
That would be really funny, though.
Yeah, because you can do, like, fireball spells and shit.
He suddenly just burst into flame because he's like, oh, Tar's great.
Maybe I changed the
So I want you to get like
command
just
word.
2,000 of those glyphs of warding, and then you can just do a mega mind moment where you're like, Elatar is great, and just a bunch of colored things burst off and shield and everything, and it creates this visual, and you're just like, with style.
You have to do that at the same time you break the staff of power. So, like, not only is this giant explosion going off, but also you're being pushed into another realm with all these other Like it's just this big.
I'm carrying chaos behind me.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just. Can you read common?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. All right, I'll. Don't read it out loud, like I said, until you absolutely need it. Scribble it down on the piece of paper and hand it to her.
I'm going to wrap the paper around the runestone and tuck it into my pouch.
Okay.
Onward.
As you like hand the paper, you don't hand one to Jonas, but he like looks over her shoulder and just kind of read and puts it in his pouch, and then he kind of like no one's like paying attention, but he kind of just puts his hand out and like tries to take hold of Bar's hand, and he's like, let's go. Where are we going again?
To the temple under the city.
Okay. So you remember the house and everything.
I'm going to fall in behind.
Out of character as the DM, you remember where you're going.
I was actually going to go into the sewers.
Oh.
But
Okay.
if it's under the house, we can go into the house.
Oh, that's right. You guys found it through the sewer system.
Yes.
I apologize.
But it was
The house is where it's where the spiders grabbed the kid. That's right.
Yes.
Yeah. Food. All right. Well, I think at that point, this is a perfect moment for us to call it a night. We just want to say thanks for listening.
Remember to check us
Thank
out on our
you.
website, etherealsrest.com. We're on all the major podcast providers, Apple, Google, Spotify, Audible. If there is any questions, you can reach out to us through our Facebook page, The Ethereal's Rest. And if there's nothing else, DM.
We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. And remember, if you're in need of a quest, you can always find one at Ethereal's Rest. Have a great night or day or whatever. Bye.
We bid you adieu.
Good night.
Auf Wiedersehen.